Every once in a while in the tech world, a company makes a move that's so bold, it just changes everything. And that is exactly what we're diving into today. We're talking about a massive strategic power play in the digital business card space, which, believe me, is getting bigger by the day. So let's break this whole thing down. Okay, so this isn't your average press release or some boring business update. Nope. This is a super calculated move by one company to basically consolidate all the power to become the gatekeeper of a market that is just about to explode. The message they're sending to all their competitors, it's crystal clear. The party's over, folks. And believe it or not, it all started with this. Just a normal-looking press release, right? But seriously, don't let that fool you. The words on this page, they announced a move so big it sent absolute shockwaves through the entire digital business card market. All right, so what exactly was this big, bold move? Let's get right into the details of their strategy, because it is a really direct and pretty aggressive play to take over this market. So the company at the heart of all this is called Peer-to-Peer Network, and you'll see them trading as PTOP. And their big move? Well, they've officially hired a law firm that specializes in patent infringement. Basically, they've lawyered up. They're getting ready to protect their tech and go after anyone they think is using it without asking. But why? Why make such an aggressive move right now? Well, the answer really comes down to this number right here. The digital business card industry is projected to be worth a staggering $300 billion by 2032. I mean, with that much money on the table, you can see why PTOP is making a play to just dominate the whole thing. Okay, you might be thinking, how can just one company make a claim this big? To really get it, we've got to look closer at the company itself. And, more importantly, the powerful patents they're holding. So this right here is their flagship product. It's called MobiCard. Now, listen to how they market it as the first and only publicly traded digital business card. That wording is so important. It positions them not just as another tech startup, but as a serious public company, one that's claiming to be a true pioneer here. Now, when we say patent enforcement, what does that actually mean? Well, it really just boils down to this. It's the legal right to control who gets to use your invention. And that is an incredibly powerful tool. You can use it to block your competitors, sure, but you can also use it to bring them over to your side. And these are the patents right at the center of their whole claim. Now, according to PTOP, we're not talking about some minor little features here. No, they say these patents cover the foundational architecture, the very stuff that powers most digital business card platforms. The implication there is just massive. They're essentially claiming to own the core technology that this entire industry is built on. So, with their lawyers ready to go and their key patents laid out on the table, PTOP didn't just send out a threat. They made an offer, a really clear, really direct set of options for every single one of their competitors. And here it is, the ultimatum they put out there. Competitors basically have three choices. 1, merge with PTOP and join the team. 2, pay them a licensing fee to keep using the technology. Or 3, sign a royalty agreement and give PTOP a piece of every single sale. The message couldn't be clearer. Business as usual is officially off the table. What's really interesting, though, is that despite these pretty tough options, the CEO of PTOP, Joshua Seditis, he frames it all as a collaborative thing. He says he'd actually rather competitors join them. He's pitching this vision of a unified, stronger industry, all under the PTOP banner. It's a classic iron fist in a velvet glove situation. And just to give you a sense of how big their ambition is here, PTOP themselves are drawing a really powerful comparison to a major moment in history. Yeah, they're actually comparing their patent strategy to the Wright brothers. The Wright brothers famously used their patents for controlling an aircraft to pretty much shape the entire aviation industry when it was just getting started. It's clear PTOP sees itself in that exact same way, as a pioneer using its inventions to define and to control the future of a whole industry. So, the battle lines have been drawn, the ultimatum is out there. What in the world does this all mean for the future of digital business cards? Well, for one, PTOP is strategically set up in the Boston Tech Hub, which definitely helps their image as a serious player. And get this, their ambitions go way beyond just digital cards. They also have an AI division called PTOP Intelligence Labs. That tells you their goal is much bigger. They're trying to build a real tech powerhouse. They're making it perfectly clear they plan on leading this whole thing. And all of this leaves us with the million-dollar question. Well,
the $300 billion question, really. Are competitors going to fall in line, creating a brand new industry titan? Or are they going to fight back? Are we about to see a bunch of long, expensive legal battles that could shape this market for years? Only time will tell. But one thing is for sure, the digital business card industry will never be the same again.